Beautiful humans, welcome back to another episode of the I Like Birds podcast. I'm your host, Zach Rippey, and this podcast is dedicated to the non-believers, the confused believers, and the true believers. Because I, at one time or another, was all three, and I'm here to help you get a better understanding of who Jesus is and what he's all about. Let's grow in our faith together. You learn as I learn. I like the Bible, and I like words, so therefore, I like birds. Let's start the show.
People, are you ready? Let's start the show. Let's start the show.
So this episode is going to be a little bit different, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. I basically wrote this to myself, and I thought it'd be good to share with you. So I wrote this. I said, I'm a reader and I'm a writer. Always remember that. Never be ashamed of that when you start to read and you actually end up writing. You're writing for God. You're writing for other people. Writing for the glory of bringing others to him. Because to him, that is the greatest gift that you can give somebody. Sticky notes are all over my desk right now because I am a writer. I have words in me that have to be put on paper. The embracing of this character trait will take me deeper than I ever imagined. It will take me to places I never knew I could go. Writings help me understand, helps me soak it in, and helps me consistently feel the love of God as I write about him. As I write about me and him, my friend, my father, the one that looks out for me, the one that turns my eyes away from the human desires, the one that puts the right people in my life, the one that removes the wrong ones. I am yours, God. I am a child of you. I have humbled myself enough to know that. I still believe in myself, but I am nothing without you. I am nothing without believing in you. Nobody can ever take that away from me, and the devil knows that. The enemy will try, and the enemy will fail because I have God in my heart. I want to write almost as soon as I read about you. I'll read more about you. I'll write more about you again until the pages are full. You have sharpened this knife for years in other avenues. Hip-hop songs I did for years of my life, alone in my room, with other people, alone in my room, writing, recording. I did short stories in college for 2 years. A website blog to maintain throughout the years, and 3 years of comedy writing. Now, it's your turn. You sharpened my knife for you. You have closed doors and opened bigger ones. You were always shining bright on me. You knew this was one day where I would be. At this desk, telling people about you. Telling people about what you're doing to me and what you did through me. You are so good. You are even tearing down those inner doubts about, will people listen? They're listening every week, man. A lot of people. More people than I know what to do with it. They're at my house with me. God, you've given me lives to impact. You've given me lives to impact through you. They come to this show for you, not for me. They came for me maybe once, but after that, it was about you, God. You also did me the biggest favor, and you showed me that I am a reader and a writer. Because you tore down the inner doubts about, will people read the book I write? You tore down all those fears, will people read it? You told me with your blessings, with your words, with the thoughts while being in my alone time with you, you told me when to start it. You gave me the idea a few months ago about it, and you let that seed blossom in my head and in my heart and in my spirit. Now I'm going to begin writing my first book, at least my first draft of one, which is bigger than anything I've ever done. Just being with you and every week and just writing about you and making it a book and giving it to people to read, a whole different medium. And that's the biggest thing I've ever done. And am I qualified to write a book? Who knows? God doesn't call the qualified. He equips the called.